A conversation with me can change your life, especially if you're designing a home. And I find myself having these same life-changing conversations over and over again. And if I hate anything, it's inefficiency. So this podcast is my solution. The episodes are filled with all the questions I get asked, all the concerns and emotions that everyone building a home is experiencing, with all my answers and guidance. I believe that knowledge is power, and this podcast is intended to put you in the driver's seat of your home building project. We will be covering topics that help you better understand the process, the decisions that you have to make, and how to make them so that you end up with a home you truly love. And life should be fun, so I'm joined by my absolute favorite person, my business partner and my husband, Bjorn. Not only is he an awesome human being, but he brings his own construction experience and general handiness to the table. And together with my years of interior design experience and a lifetime as an artist and big thinker, we bring to you everything you need to know to design your dream home.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the Design Your Dream Home podcast. I am Bjorn Johnson, Brittany's husband, and the other half of Be Design. I am the host for this podcast, as well as an all-around Brittany supporter. Because this is our first episode, we're going to start at the very beginning. And so with that, Brittany, where do you typically begin when approaching a new home project?
Yeah, building a home is a big deal, and people kind of jump right into it, and then they find themselves very underprepared. And that can lead to continuous issues and anxiety about not knowing what to pick, or, being so overwhelmed with options. If you spend the time in the beginning getting clear on your style and the vibe of your house, your home, the life that you want to live, everything will be way easier. So
Absolutely.
That's how I start. But the question is, I know you're going to ask me, is how do you even do that, right? So I suggest starting with Pinterest. You could start anywhere you want. I mean, people like design magazines, they like Houzz, they like Instagram, whatever you want, wherever you find your inspiration is fine. But personally, I like Pinterest because it organizes things better. And you know how I like organization. Love it.
She's super efficient.
Yes. So Pinterest, it's a world of options, and it is a search engine, and it just also comes with all this awesome organization. So I suggest creating boards for every area of your house that you want to design, every area that you care about, So yes, you could have one giant board with, thousands of pins for your dream home, but you're never going to make it through that. It's very distracting and overwhelming. So I suggest a board for master bedroom, master bath, your kitchen, your living room, your entryway, the exterior, any area that you really care about designing, make a board for it. I have so many boards.
Which, on that note, I've heard you tell people that you are a great place. If you're not sure where to start, go to Brittany's boards.
Yes, thank you. So, yeah, sometimes when you don't even know what you're looking for yet, it can be hard to find inspiration. So if you would like, you are welcome to go to my design page, or my page on Pinterest, which is Be Design Coaching, and just check out my boards. I've been tailoring them for years, and it's just full of good design. A lot of times I'll just be on Pinterest, and it's just like, I just think that this kitchen is a great design. They did a really good job, so I saved it because someday someone's going to want to reference some aspect of that kitchen or whatever design it is. And now I have it. So, because when it comes down to the time where like I need a really awesome kitchen, well, I'm not going to be able to find it. I never can. It always works that way. So I'm just pinning things all the time that are really good design examples, just for all kinds of spaces.
Points.
So there's all kinds of references to start with there, because once you start kind of searching things in Pinterest, it will start showing you all sorts of options. So you want to kind of get going in the right direction so that they can continue to bring you more options for you to check out and kind of go down whatever rabbit hole that you want to go down, because it is seriously, you can get lost on there for hours, days, weeks, whatever time you have, you could spend it on there.
The other point I wanted to make about referencing Brittany's Pinterest boards is great, because some people think they don't have a style, and it's fun to me when I hear someone tell that to Brittany, but then if she looks at their Pinterest board within minutes, she can see someone's style easily. So if you go to Brittany's boards first, that'll give you an idea of, oh, this is the style I like, because she also has them labeled correctly. So as you're going through, like, oh, I like traditional or I like modern, like hers are well organized, so you can help that will help drive you down into what you like.
Exactly. And because eventually, as you learn more about your style and what you like, you'll start using the correct terminology and design words and things that you need to know that will help you fine tune those searches. Because like 3-bedroom, 2-bath, contemporary home is going to give you a million floor plans. But if you can say 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1950s style, modern, with a vaulted ceiling, that's going to give you a lot more accurate examples if that's the style that you're looking for. So the more that you're paying attention to what you're looking at and how it's being described and talked about,
you start to pick up the lingo, and it's just helpful for everybody.
Yes, you start to understand what your style is and kind of where you fit into this whole situation of design styles, because nobody is exactly one, and everybody's going to take a little bit from this style and a little bit from that style and put it together into their own authentic style. So it's just kind of finding what's right for you.
For sure. And then, so that's your first exciting step. You go through, you pin everything, you love it, you organize it, and then there comes a point where you're gonna have to start making decisions. So you'll look at your board, and like if you have like 500 images in your kitchen, well, that's not really very helpful. So now you have to go through and actually edit those. So you have to become ruthless and very honest with yourself about what you like and what you need in a home. So this is the time to look through those pins and start to evaluate, do I still love this? Does it still bring me joy? There are a lot of things that you probably like. There's a million things that, there's a lot of good design out there. So it's just picking what exactly speaks to you. People will say like, well, I like this and this and this. They're all good. Yeah, they're all good. So you have to pick what's right for you. So being clear about what your style is, and then going through those pins and honing down to your very favorite. And because your opinions probably changed while you were searching, you started at this end and then you kind of end at this end, and that's totally normal. We all do that. We start to get more clear on our vision. So go back through and get rid of all of those that no longer reflect where you're going with this project, because again, the clearer you can be for everything, the better. And one point to add to Brittany that I hear her talk a lot with people is discussing your actual lifestyle. So there are the pictures and pins that you love and that are cool and great, but before you do your editing process, it's good to make sure you've thought through also how you live your life, what your actual needs are, because there is a big difference sometimes between needs and wants. So I mean, Pinterest is great, start with the dreams, and then that kind of leads into, Brittany, I think you would talk about what you look for in those pins as you're editing. Like, what once as you're editing, what should the client look for? What do you recommend before? Like, what's the good point to have your Pinterest boards at before moving to, now I'm ready to talk to a professional?
Yes, and kind of how do those boards even help you make that step? Yeah, okay, so that's a good question. And in your boards and in your life, kind of what you're looking for and what you are interested in is more about the kind of lifestyle that you want to lead and what's important to you. So back to say kitchen design, if you're looking at all these different kitchens, now it's good to start thinking about, well, how do I actually use my kitchen? Do I like to cook a lot? Am I like Master Chef using all the burners and all the space? Or are you like a microwave queen, which nothing wrong with that. I love that too, but just be honest with yourself. So like, why design this fancy elaborate kitchen if you don't really use it? Put the space where it matters. So evaluating what's very important to you in your life, the main core wants and needs, which we will get into even more in another episode, because to be honest, that's an entire episode in its own.
Absolutely.
Is what's important in your actual lifestyle. What does your home need to do for you? Those are really important questions to ask yourself, and especially as you're looking through your designs, do they reflect those answers? Do you need a formal living room and dining room if you're really more of a casual family who just likes to roughhouse and play around? It's just kind of what is right for actually you, because there is so much good design out there.
So sorry I distracted you, Brittany. But I think the next step was you were going to want to talk about is wow moments, like just in general. So I'll let you take that away.
Thank you. So very important when you're first thinking about your style and where you're going. You're looking back at all those Pinterest pins, everything you've saved, all those beautiful houses and spaces, but now you're looking for those wow factors, because not everything can be a star in your home. You can't make everything awesome, because then nothing is. It's too much. So what are those key staple kind of foundation moments that keep repeating themselves in your pins that you like? Is it this beautiful foyer? Do you love that idea, this grand entrance? Or is it like that beautiful kitchen with all the chef stuff, or is it a fireplace that big stone fireplace, or whatever it is that matters to you? You have to kind of pick out your few favorite things. Is it the flow? Is it just like a chandelier over the stairs? Is it your master bathroom? Everybody's got their thing that they've been dreaming of forever.
For sure.
Like we're not always thinking. Some people are thinking about the pantry. Some people don't care about the pantry. Everyone has their own special wish for their home. So start with that. That's what matters, and that's what you design around. That's all that matters. So you don't have to worry about every little decision. You just care about those few things that you really care about.
That's perfect advice. I think that's awesome. So now, once they found their wow moments, what's the next step after you went through, you whittled it down, you think you're ready, what's next?
Yeah, so you kind of have a style, you have your wow moment, so you're probably kind of thinking about your floor plan a little bit. Most people already know that you want how many bedrooms you want, how many bathrooms you want, but that doesn't really actually give you a floor plan. So what you need to know are those wow factors that you were looking for and the general style of your home. And that will help you dictate the type of team that you hire. So now you know, okay, I want a log cabin. Well, obviously then you want to look for a contractor who specializes in log cabins, or an architect who designs log cabins. You don't want to find someone who does something super contemporary and then ask them to do a log cabin. When you have your style, you can find your team that gets that style and that gets you and your lifestyle. And the more everyone can be on the same page and moving in the same direction with like a clear vision, the smoother this entire process will go.
That's awesome advice. I love it. Sorry, I wasn't sure what for our wrap.
So to wrap it up then, I will just say the most important things that you can do is sit on your butt and pin some pins. Have fun with it. Read the magazines, take pictures, look around, go to showrooms, whatever it is, wherever you get your inspiration, just start doing that. Just start delving into all your dreams of a dream house so that you know what you want. You don't need to know this is the floor I want and this is the color cabinetry, but you do need to know the kind of life you want to live in your home and kind of what you want to be surrounded by, and just those main wow moments. So start thinking about it and just have fun dreaming right now. That's what we're doing. We're dreaming.
It's good to be dreaming and dreaming big.
Yes.
So if you're interested in learning more, head to our website, b-design.us. That's b-design.us, and check out our new online course, Design Your Dream Home. It's everything you need to know about the interior design and construction process. Thank you.